Oh, it's a nice cool morning. Hey, namaskar dostos, how are you? Hopefully everybody's doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. If you're already a subscriber and you watch my videos, it is time for another adventure. So what are we gonna do today? Well, I am in Austintown, Ohio. Now, if you ask me, I'm in Canfield, Ohio. But I am at the Austintown Township Park. Depending on what, like if you were looking it up for directions, depending on what map app you use, some comes up Austintown, some comes up Canfield. But we are, just for the sake of easiness, we are at the Austintown Township Park in Austintown, Ohio. Now, it has everything a township park could offer. It has baseball fields, it has soccer fields, it has the kids' playground. I think it has a splash pad for kids. It has a stage for venues, and it even has disc golf, America's favorite sport, just behind curling. But we are interested in one thing today. I came here for one thing to show everybody. It's pretty unique, and you don't really see too many of them around. They are around, but you don't see too many. So what is it? Well, it's a trail. I know what you're thinking. How can that be? Because you're on trails all the time in your videos. This is going to be a Braille Trail. A Braille Trail? A Braille Trail. So what's a Braille Trail? Well, first you gotta know what Braille is, and I hope everybody knows what Braille is. It's how blind people can read. It's raised bumps. It's usually a cell of a group of bumps, and they run their finger over from left to right, and that's how they can read. It's the alphabet system. We got a little walk to get to it first. If you do come to this park, it's a pretty big park. It's all this area over there, all the way back into that way over there. They even got a dog park. Look at that. This would be, I'm trying to think of what direction I am. This would be the northwest corner is where I'm at. But I think they do have a map when you first enter in here. I'll be honest with you, I've been here only one time ever before today. So I just don't come out here very often. And there is other trails around. There's a lot of other trails around, but we are not focused on that. We are focused on the Braille Trail. And here is the, this isn't the trailhead for it, but this is to the trailheads. And we are headed for that Corll, right there, Corll Meadows Braille Trail. And like I said, first you would have to know what Braille is. So I explained that one. Now, a Braille Trail is usually it's usually a easy trail. It's flat. There's usually no steps. There's no hard inclines. There's no bridges over water. It's you know, it's for the blind, so it's gonna be easy. You know, you don't want them to trip and have obstacles. There's usually stations around the trail, and those stations will be they'll have signage which will be using Braille on one side usually, and then actual writing on the other side to explain a certain area of what that trail is. And always there is going to be a nylon rope that goes all along the perimeter of the trail. So that is what a braille trail is. And I kind of wanted to do this trail, the one we're going to, the Corll Meadows Braille Trail. I think this is going to have 9 stations, which 9 informative stops to it. And it's only like a 1/4 mile long, so this isn't really going to be a long video. But I kind of wanted to do this because a lot of people don't know that the Braille trails exist, and you might have not known, if you live around this area, that this trail is in the area. So I think it'll be pretty neat, and I think you'll find it kind of informative as well, kind of special. But yeah, like I said, there's trails. We just got done walking down there. You know, the parking lot where I parked was way down there, and it is nice. It's nice scenery. I'll be quiet for a minute, listen to the birds. I like how those trees popping up look. Over there, they're just dead up top. And there's all the grasslands over there. It does sound nice. What was moving around up there? Let's see, something was up there. I believe it was a squirrel. Let's see. I don't see him anywhere. Anybody see him? I keep hearing things dropping. I hear them. Listen to all the stuff dropping. They must have a party going on up there. I don't know. I can't see. They're up there though. I hear them. They're messing around. Squirrels are always messing around. And if you watched any of my other videos, I mentioned hemlock flowers. Now, what, is that the squirrel right there? I'm getting stuff dropped on me up there. They're dropping stuff on me. Okay, I mentioned hemlock flowers in some of my other videos, of not to touch them because they're not good, to keep your kids away from them. They look like this, but this, in fact, these are not hemlock flowers. This is Queen Anne's lace. This is actually one of my favorite flowers right here. But the hemlock flower looks almost like that. But now is the season for Queen Anne's lace. So yeah. Now, this trail, we're gonna get to it. That's what we're gonna do, and I'll show you here in a minute. But I think there's a trail down that way, and it goes all the way around. Look, there's a monarch over there. Let me see if I can get close to it. It's gonna be right there. Oh yeah, here he is. There he goes. All right, we'll probably see more. Look at this. This is a nice. That's nice. Look at that. Wow, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, there's a bunch of monarchs in there. Those were butterflies. Monarchs are bigger. But you'll see monarchs in here. Oh, there's a, that looked like an oriole going over there. That might have been. I just seen that orangish color. I wonder if that was an oriole. I like orioles. See, I get lost because I start seeing everything. You'll you'll see monarchs in here and butterflies as well. They like these little grassland areas. I was going to say about the monarchs though, monarchs are now officially on the endangered list. So, plant milkweed. Plant milkweed everywhere. We got to save these awesome, cool, beautiful, wonderful creatures. So, yeah, see how cool these flowers are? I love these. I grew up in the country and I used to love these. It's pretty nice, huh? Yeah, see? Trail loops. So there is a lot of trails here. But like I said, we are focused on one. And I'll tell you, right there, disc golf. I can't get into it. I can't get into it. But again, rabbit right over there. Hopefully it's picking it up. There he is. There he goes. I'm not here to bother you. Just trying to make you a YouTube star, buddy. How cool is that, huh? Yeah, here's when you're playing disc golf. They have these signs like this is hole number 9. So this must be a pretty big course for disc golf. But yeah, all right. Hey, maybe we'll see you later on the trail. Now, I told everybody I've only been here one other time. Now, the last time I was here, I've seen rabbits, seen butterflies, I've seen snakes. So this is actually a pretty cool nature trail. You know, you don't have to be blind to use this trail, but that's the purpose of these kind of trails. Here we are. Corll Meadows Braille Trail. Now, this is what I was talking about. Here's your stations right here. You're going to have your Braille, and then you're going to have your actual word signage. Okay? And then here is the nylon rope. Goes all the way around, as you can see. Any Braille trail you go to, he's back up there. We did bother the rabbit a little bit, but he's back to where he was when we first seen him. But it goes all the way down. They must be repairing some sections of this, but it goes all the way around a perimeter of the trail. And you'll notice it's flat. Some can be cement, some can be asphalt, some are dirt, but they're typically smooth. And we are going to get set on this adventure. Now, I was thinking we should dive in a little bit more about Braille. I know. Oh, God, here he goes again. He's going to talk through the whole video. I'm sorry. It's just in my nature. Yeah, let's get started. We'll just walk this trail, but look how nice this is. It's a nice cool morning today. It's not hot. It's shade everywhere. The sound is awesome. But we want to know a little bit more about Braille. Now, if you didn't know, Braille was not even intended for the blind. No, we would have to go back into the early 1800s. There was a man by the name of Charles Barbier. He was French, He was actually in the French Army. Napoleon's Army, to be exact. And he was seeing a lot of his soldiers. Here's another station right here. He was seeing a lot of his soldiers being killed on the field. Okay, now this is talking about the red fox. And again, if you watched my videos before, I don't sit here and read these, which I always say maybe I should, because then I could give like more information. But I tell you what I know. But pause it, read it if you want to. And but yeah, I think this is cool. I think that's very, very awesome. But back to thought I heard something in there. Back to Charles Barbier. He was seeing a lot of his soldier friends and stuff get killed. What would happen is, in the battlefield, their military orders at nighttime, they would read them by using a lantern. Okay, now the enemies would, you know, maybe see some light flickering in the darkness. They would know exactly where to shoot, therefore killing a lot of the soldiers. So he came up with a system. It was a system of little dots, okay, and which are called cells. And his system was 12 dots. It was 2 wide and 6 down. And what they would do at nighttime, they wouldn't need the lantern no more. They could read this, and it would give their orders, and they wouldn't have to use that lantern. And it specified to a certain alphabet, so they knew what they were reading. So that was his system, and that was actually called night writing, not night writer. But I think we can all say that Michael Knight and Kit were pretty awesome, but we're not talking about night writer. We are talking about night writing. So that's kind of interesting that Braille wasn't intended for the blind. I know what you're thinking, because I was thinking the same thing. Why isn't it called Barbier's system and not the Braille system? I got you covered. I know the answer to this. I know the answer to this. See, it is nice back here, though. It is nice. Oh, somebody's out there riding a bike, I see. See, there's a trail that goes back that way. Look at that tree. Wow. Here's another one. Talking about the white-tailed deer. Okay. Had to be quiet there for a minute. Now, I was telling you why it was not called the Barbier system. Why is it called the Braille system? We're still going to keep to the early 1600s. We're going to go to the year 1609. We're going to talk about a boy that was born by the name of Louis Braille. We must be getting to why it's called the Braille system. As a young boy, now this is kind of gruesome, but it is indeed the fact of what happened. See, there's the trail that goes back that way. We're not interested in that trail today, though. We are interested in just this one trail, so I'm not going to go that way. But if you do come here, enjoy all the trails. Louis Braille, as a young boy, he stabbed himself in the eyes with an awl, becoming blind. Now, yeah, sorry, there's mosquitoes. I feel like I'm in Maryland again. his dad was a leather worker, so he had a bunch of sharp tools that he used to do leather work. Now I'm assuming, that's a cool tree, look at that. Now I'm assuming that either he was helping his dad or visiting his dad in his shop, or he just got into his dad's tools without his dad knowing, and then that tragedy happened. Look at that. Now, at the I like this tree. I think this tree's awesome. Now, at the age of 11, what's this one? Ah, the eastern garter snake. You will see snakes on this trail. I don't know if we're gonna see any today. It's cool this morning. Usually these garter snakes, they like that hot weather, and you'll see them just on the trail or in the grass, just sunbasting, you know. So put that there, pause it, read it if you want to. So more about Lewis Braille. Man, this is a nice trail though. I like this trail. I like it because it's, I like difficult trails too, but it's kind of nice every once in a while to walk a flat trail. But we were talking about Lewis Braille. At the age of 11, he started to tweak with Barbier's system. And he did this while he was in Paris, or Paris, however you want to say it. He was at the National Institute of the Blind in Paris, and that's where he started tweaking with that system. It wasn't feasible to have that 12 dot system anymore, that 12 dot cell. He developed a new alphabet, and it used a 6 cell dot system. And it's kind of neat because the whole Braille system has not changed much since he designed it. It did develop a little different, as with like the spacing, some of the, you know, asterisks and exclamation points and stuff like that. But the actual system itself, the Braille system, because it's named after him, is almost exactly of how he developed it. I just got to show you. I like these. Check how cool that is. Look at those. It almost reminds me of getting close to fall and stuff, because the colors, you know, the way the colors look on them. They're like little umbrellas. Maybe that rabbit, when it starts raining, he'll go underneath one of these little umbrella plants. There's a bird over there. I missed him though. So Lewis Braille, he died in 1854. I think the dates that I mentioned, I hope the dates I mentioned were all, I told you in other videos. I mean to say 1800s, and then I end up saying 1900s. I think I said 1800s the whole time. If not, I will surely correct myself in the video. But he died in 1854 at the age of 43. Now, his hometown of, or his home country of France actually adopted his system a year after he died, is the official writing for the blind. So he did not get to see that happen. I'm sure he got to see his system in use, but he didn't get to see it be official. Now, we go forward a little bit further to 1860. His system crossed the pond, as they say, and came to the United States, and the School of the Blind in Missouri adopted his system as well. So that is the story of Braille. Mayapple. Those hurt when you step on them. So that was the story of Braille. And hopefully you hopefully you learned something new that you didn't know. And that's kind of my whole goal when I do these videos, is to show you maybe a trail that you didn't know existed, some scenery. Maybe you can't get out of the house for whatever reason, and you get to enjoy nature still without going outside. That's what I like to do. I like to spread some information around. Another little, looks like a little foot trail over there. Be nice if we seen some snakes, but I don't think we're going to. Ah, the monarch butterfly. I told you, plant milkweed. It's sad that they're on the endangered list now. Everybody sprays their lawn, puts them chemicals on their lawn, tries to get rid of weeds and you know, wildflowers and stuff in their yards. No, I do not spray. I do not want any part of that. I love having nature in my yard. If I could have a sanctuary, I would. Here's another station coming up. Box turtle. I can say now, I've only been here one other time. I've not seen a box turtle ever here, but again, with one time being here, I don't think I would have. Yeah, I'm assuming that's where the other trail comes out of. I may have to walk that one day, and if it's any good, maybe I'll do a video on that, but we're doing this one today. So not a long, see this, I'll tell you what, this kind of irritates me a little bit. Oh, look at, guys, look at that. Look at that white caterpillar. Yeah, look at that, look at that. How cool is that? Nice. We don't want to touch him though. How cool is he, huh? Look at that. That's so sweet. Check him out. I think he wants to be a YouTube star too. Hopefully it's not blurry. Every time I look in his screen, it comes out blurry. Either I get too close or whatever. That's awesome. That's cool. He's awesome. I like him. But I was going to say, this irritates me right here. There has to be a better way to repair that. You know, it's good that it's still here. It's good that it's still, you know, the rope is still around, but I don't know. It seems like that would hurt you if you're walking around with your hand and you, I don't know. I don't know. Those are kind of weird in there. Some kind of algae. So yeah, see, we seen, what do we see? We've seen some butterflies today. We've seen a rabbit. We've seen a caterpillar. I think there was some moss flying around. There's some birds. It'd be nice to see a deer. That would have been really cool. Box turtle would be cool, but I was hoping some snakes, but yeah, like I said, they like to come out when it's warm. This looks like a little nest the way this flower is designed. Look at that. Huh. But they like the warm, so they come out and based in the sun. So I don't, there's no sun you can see today, but it is a nice trail walking day. That is for sure. Yeah, see, they must be working. They must have been doing something here, because the cord's all down. Yeah. hopefully they fix it. I don't know how many people come out here to, you know, actually use this. But yeah, fix it, Austintown, or Canfield, or Township Park, whichever. There's another disc shot right there for the disc golf. Hole number 10. At least they got trash cans around. Which reminds me, if you have dogs, and I'm not picking on you because I have a dog too, pick up after them. Hate when you see either plastic bags filled with poop laying around, or just somebody lets their dog poop and they just leave it there. I know it's manure and it's, you know, whatever, but come on, clean up after yourselves. More of that grassland. You can see all the butterflies flying through there. Yeah, see? I guess you go that way. Are they talking about this way? They must be talking about this. That must be a mile long that goes around the grass area. So see, I told you there are other trails at this park. So yeah, come out and enjoy them all. Poison ivy. I've actually never had poison ivy, ever. And I don't want to, you know, jinx myself, but I used to run through it all the time. Never had it. Now my dad used to get it real bad. What's that sign say? Mando. Look at that, the formation of that tree branch up there. What does that sign say? Over here. I see something laying on the ground. Oh, a drop zone. Ah, okay. Is that for disc golf? Maybe that's for disc golf. Like I said, I don't play disc golf. I have some frisbees for it, if that's what they call them. I don't know. Yeah, there's some people with some kids up there enjoying some of the trails. Now, I think, if I can remember, I think this is the area that I've seen the snakes in. I think they were actually right around over there by the Mando sign on the trail. I'm pretty sure they were. So yeah, I think if it was a hot day, you would probably see some snakes out. Well, I wish I could see some. Ah, the white oak. No loblolly pines. You'd have to watch my previous video to find out what a loblolly pine is. So the end of the trail is right up here. Now, you know, how did these Braille trails become? Like how did they develop? Well, the first Braille trail was either in or it was around. How you doing? Good. It was in or it was around Aspen, Colorado. That's where the first Braille trail was introduced. Look at this. It's a nice color. That's a deep purple right there. Deep purple, and then you got the pink, and then you got like the creamy whites there. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Well, anyway, there was a science teacher, Bob Lewis. He was a science teacher, and he loved to explain and educate and introduce his students to nature. So that was his first thing. And then he started reading about the Braille system itself, and he had an idea. Now we have Braille trails. So that was a little hike and a little history on Braille trails. So again, it's not my usual 5-hour-long video, but I thought I'd share this trail with you, just because I don't know if a lot of people know that this trail is out here. So if you don't, now you do. And again, plant milkweed for the monarchs. Let's get them off the endangered list. Come out to, what is that out there? There's a squirrel. I don't know if anybody can see. There's a, down there, there's a black, there's a little, onto the right side in the grass over there, there's a black little, looks like a speck in my camera, but there's a squirrel down there. It's a black squirrel. But yeah, if you come out to the township park in Austintown, make sure to try to do all the trails. But now you know about the Braille Trail, so that's awesome. Corll Meadows Braille Trail. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you liked it. This is what I do. I do a lot of trails. I travel a lot. I do some urbex. Do a little bit of everything. Do some kayak, do some bike riding, whatever. Wherever there's a trail, we're going to find it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Why haven't you if you haven't? Just kidding. Just kidding. But hit the subscribe button. And I will see you on the next trail. Wherever that trail is, I don't know, but I'm sure we're going to find out. Fair Malanga.